Someone said, "Hey groomer, you're gonna address this not." Yeah, so there's a person who went out and said that we groomed somebody. That somebody that they're talking about uh, is an awesome human being. They've wanted to be with Kai for a very long time, and Kai has, uh, when they first encountered Kai, like physically, been in the same room as what I'm talking about, is when Kai was dating his girlfriend at the time. So there was no chance of that person interacting in a romantic way or anything like that. That, in addition, their age was a little awkward. It was legal, but it was awkward, so we still didn't pursue. But Kai was dating their now ex at the time, his now ex at the time, and this other party that they're talking about grooming was just a friend and repeatedly communicated a friend, you know? And so somebody who spoke to that person, this person that they're saying was groomed or whatever, somebody who spoke to them said to that person, uh, as I understand, based on the statements of the person in question, uh, they asked that 16-year-old if they would sleep with them, and I think that that person was possibly asking it like, if we would sleep together, would you sleep with me or something? I don't know what they were asking exactly, but the person who's been, going all over saying that we're pervs or whatever, um, actually asked that person a question directly connected to that. You'll have to see. That person, I think, is doing a stream later and they can clarify what actually was said. But we were told later on that that person asked this girl if she would sleep with this other girl, and that other girl is the girl who's been doing these live streams recently and trying to be really aggressive towards us and so forth. I would use names, but I don't want to, unless, of course, you guys actually brought up names and I'm responding to names or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, we texted back and forth a few times recently, and I told them that they need to stop harassing that person in question, the younger person who's now an adult. They need to stop harassing him, and that younger person who's now an adult uh, actually directly asked them to stop talking about him. And right after, that person tweeted, "The plot thickens," and then went on talking about them anyway, which is pretty awful. If you're trying to save somebody, you don't go out and completely disregard them asking you not to talk about them and talk about them anyway while pretending to be a hero. It's just weird. Anyway, so uh, the grooming, that's what the question was about. Um, so I've treated this person really badly until they turn 18. Now, I've said that repeatedly, and it's very real. I called them many mean names on a regular basis. I treated them like, you know, I would treat anybody I had no interest in that way. Rudely, horribly rudely. Again, thank you guys for all the super chats. This is crazy. And again, I'll be following the people who leave their Twitter usernames. Um, anyway, what I'm saying is, um, I think it's really weird that people would say that we were into this person before they turned 18, and even after we didn't do anything with them. That was weird. Like to this day, we haven't kissed them, we haven't uh, done anything sexual or anything like that to them. So it's very strange that people made a big deal about that. But it's also strange that people make a big deal about a lot of things. Because like when nothing sexual happens between people, and nobody's saying like, "I love you, I'm gonna be with you forever, you're my girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever." Like I tell people that I love them if they're like a really good friend, or if they mean a lot to me or whatever. But I'm not gonna be like, marry me or anything like that. So let's go ahead and scroll down some more. But no, like in regards to the grooming, that person has expressed a sincere interest in being with Kai, and Kai has been very, very hesitant because of numerous factors. So it's just like, I don't know, like it's really complicated. And even though they're an adult now, we're still nothing's happened. So anyway, going on. Anyway, so she says, maybe if you didn't date teenagers, you wouldn't have these issues. Ever think about that? Maybe only F Lane stop harassing Ayala. I'm not okay. So here's the thing with that. If you come out with accusations against someone's spouse, they're allowed to text you and say, "Hey, can you stop?" And they're also allowed to point out, that you asked the same person that you're talking about, this girl, asked the same person that they're talking about us being weird to. They asked that same person if they would sleep with her. So that's confusing. And it's also confusing why, if they actually, like, if this girl and the other girl, their friends, actually felt this way, why did they why did I have to terminate connections with them? Why did it? Because when what they're saying allegedly went down, uh, there was no them going, "Oh, I can't be friends with you anymore. Oh, I can't do this or that," which tells me, even if I was in the situation, that seems pretty BS. Like, it seems pretty nonsense. Now with this girl talking to, this other girl and saying, "Hey, would you sleep with me?" That stuff I didn't know about till after the fact, way after the fact. And it's gross. I didn't go, "Oh," because technically it's legal for those two. If they wanted to be together, they could, but I still think it's a little funny that you would point at everyone else when you yourself, with the same person, tried something that those other people you're saying did stuff didn't do. So it's just really confusing. I think it's like a projecting. That person said she has brain damage. Allegedly in a live stream, she said she had brain damage. So I don't get any of this, and I think that they should, work on that first. But they said, "Has Sarah seen you or Kai naked?" As an adult, definitely. Not me. Sorry. God damn it, that's gonna get edited out of context. As an adult, Sarah has seen Kai without a top. As an adult. Lanny said, "You guys have no knowledge of Sarah having romantic interests." Well, I disagree. I think we do. I think it's very obvious. I think I had the moment there was this thing when Kai was with his ex, the one we were both dating, where that other party was clearly uncomfortable seeing Kai and that other person into each other. And so I had to have a talk with that person saying, "Hey, this isn't a romantic thing. We're friends." And there's a lot of misunderstandings, but the point is that we were 100% never like that. Even to this day, we still haven't been romantic with that person. Like, yeah, I haven't kissed. We haven't done anything relationshipy, like sexual. Yeah. So anyway, that's the real news. Someone says, "So you do confirm that Kai is a liar?" I don't want to call my spouse a liar. That's really not cool. I have done that in the past, called my spouse a liar, and I should really be a better husband. I really should. I should say nicer things to my spouse, and I should focus on the positive and not be so, I want to be a better person, and I want to be the best person I can be. So that's kind of why someone said I can't even say it. It was automatically hidden, but someone said something so funny. Yeah, that brings up a good point. I don't know why these people are talking about this. I think it's because they thought that we were dating Sarah. I think that the Kai's ex and Kai's ex's friend thought that Kai was dating Sarah, so they wanted to like be jealous and weird and lash out, and they were wrong. Because, I'm not talking about what happens in however much time. I don't know what the future holds, but we're not dating Sarah. Okay? Like that's never happened. It's not currently happening. Yeah, that's it. So maybe you guys should have just asked us if we were dating before you went on your jealous, weird. Yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful day, guys, and thank you so much for joining me. This was amazing, incredible, blessed.